Hi guys, this session we'll be talking about market noise because we've been hearing all kinds of things nowadays. You got the Ukraine war, we got oil prices, you've got the people losing jobs, economy crisis, then all these market noise telling people not to buy or to sell here and there. And so today this session we'll be talking about whether is this justifiable? Does it mean that certain years with all these various factors in play, is it a bad time to make a property move? Okay, so as a disclaimer, as usual, whatever I share today is just based on my own research and point of view. Make sure you do your due diligence before you make any move. Okay, and of course, naturally now the key concern in everyone's mind is because of the inflation, which leads to the Federal Reserve raising the interest rates. And you look at this now, we are going on the still going on the uptrend over here. And previously, when we got this kind of steep increase, it was near this period from 2004 onwards to 2006. This whole period, interest rate has been rising. So technically from a more a interest rate point of view, then this probably would be the bad time to buy and judging from people's logic nowadays, it would have been maybe they should have sat on the sidelines. And then so today I will be whipping up all the way data from all the way to 2000 year 2000. Anything before that, I think let's just save it because we just look at maybe the past 20 years to 2019, because anything after we still haven't cleared stamp duty, so it's hard to see whether some of these properties have been making money. Okay, so you must be thinking, how is it possible? How can it be every single year there will be entry opportunities for people? Okay, and then we'll see. The first one we have is year 2000, all the way back in year 2000. Those people who the one that made this move, those who got into this property, and just to let you guys know, these are all these examples that I shared today are all quantum under $2 million. Of course, we want to look at overall profit, we can go for higher quantum, easily those like 4 5 million, 3 4 million. But I'm not going to go into that. We are going to go more into the mass market where most people are more able, more within reach for most people lah. And so we look at the kind of quantum. Year 2000, this particular developments and this unit actually for this kind of size sold at 1.1. Okay, people will be thinking at that point, actually you'll be thinking to now, 1.1 plus, wow, so cheap last time, wow, last time here and there, and blah, 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 here and there. But the thing is, back during this year, this was considered expensive. And a lot of people would think that, see, who will go and pay $1+ million for a condo like this? Might as well top up a little bit more, go and buy landed. And that time landed was within reach. But the thing is, these people who got landed, maybe those people who got landed actually ended up making more, maybe. But those people who got into condo, like this particular one, managed to make 1.5 million within a span of 20 years. So the thing is, a lot of people will be thinking, hey, maybe 20 years they 1.5 million, like not very attractive to you, especially those people who invest in the stock market. I want to hire you here and there, which I agree. Everyone wants to hire you, but how confident are you to make $1.5 million in stock gains with putting in, how much money do you have to put in to make 1.5 million? If how sure are you that your entire portfolio, maybe you want to put $1.5 million to make $1.5 million. How sure are you that you're going to put in $1.5 million at that point and still return $1.5 million in 20 years later to make 100%? Because the thing is, most of us are not going to be jumping all the way, maybe even into Tesla. Even if Tesla, people have been flying, there are some YouTuber jumping all the way, sell everything, go into Tesla stock, and those are more extreme examples. But those people with family, you got mouths to feed, you need a certain level of security. How are you going to put 1.5 million entirely into one single stock that could be your, to the moon or whatever it is? How sure are you that this stock will have been like this? Whereas on the other hand, we've got all this real estate in Singapore. Of course, it's not just any condo. You have to be smart enough lah. Not even if you don't do, even if you are not smart enough, you have to do a due diligence and look into something that is more fundamentalistic. I'm not just buying something because it's cheap, because it's freehold, or good location near MRT, all the standard things that we've been talking about since the inception of my channel. But these are not as straightforward as it is. Okay, so this one, year 2000, this guy made 1.5 mil. So ROI wise, yes, may not be as ideal as you think it is, but guess what? This family got a free stay for 20 years, enjoy the condo facilities here and there, all the prestige, whatever it is, and then still make this kind of money, right? I think that is something that is still, I would say, quite attractive. If I can make $1.5 million in 20 years, by just staying in a property that I own, then I think that's a very good deal already. Okay, let's move on a little bit faster. 2001, because what today's objective is to show you that every single year there can be good entry opportunities, as compared to you just trying to time the market. Because I strongly feel that at every certain market they has a different entry strategies, and depending on what's your objective. Are you going to go for something that is more short-term gains, or something that is, or you want to buy something that you don't mind staying in the location, you like the location, and you want capital appreciation over the long term. And so this one, year 2001, this one made within a span of 8-9 years, made 1.13. I think not too shabby. That's almost like staying there and making 100 plus $1,000 a year, which I think is a very good money already, especially given that point where value of money is higher compared to now because of inflation. Year 2002, this one made 1.7 mil. Okay, I'm not gonna keep talking about the time frame, like you guys can see for yourself lah. So this one made 1.7 mil. Let's just make this faster. And then year 2003, this one made 1.37 million. So far, all these we are talking about $1 million hitter. This one is $2 million hitter for year 2004. 2005, 1.5 mil, and then 2006, 1.4 mil. Okay, all these quantums are all below 2 mil for your exam, for your information. And then 2006, 1.4, 2007, 1.15, 2008, 1.17, 2009, 1.25. 2010, 900 plus. So from now on, we are not going to see lesser, or rather not, we probably not going to see any more $1 million gains. Also partly because of the relatively younger age of this property, so they got less time to mature. Of course, if you talk about property nowadays, you cannot be. I feel like property, you cannot be too impatient. You cannot be like, oh, now last time the days of making 1 mil in 5 years gone already, so property is not attractive. It's not as attractive as last time, but can you find a better gains? Can you find something that is more stable, has a much higher likelihood of appreciation? The appreciation percentage is much higher, so the perceived risk is not as high. If you can, then please go ahead and please introduce to me also. I also want to know. Let me know if you got this kind of lobang. Then I will assess whether it's really that lucrative or not. If not, then I will still choose to put my money where my mouth is. Okay, 2011, 700 plus thousand. 2012, 600 plus thousand. You realize during this period of time, 2007, 2008 was the GFC, the Great Financial Crisis, people still make money, millions plus, millions plus, millions plus. So these 3 years, and then this was the year of recovery, still million plus, and then this one is really started going up already. The market really started going up already, and I'm still not even looking at a super high quantum range. 900 plus thousand. This one, 1 million entry price. 700 plus $1,000 during this period where the supposedly the bubble has been building ever since 2009 to 2013, where the government has been introducing a whole lot of cooling measures trying to cool the market. And this one also 2012, where people really start to build up a lot of fear already. 2013 where the TDSR struck, and then this was bought after TDSR came in and the whole market flipped, and these guys still managed to make money. 2014 to 2016 when that was when the market sentiment was not good. People were already like saying, oh, property market in Singapore cannot go in already because the bubble has burst already, blah blah blah. So all this market noise happened during that period of time. Then 500 plus thousand, year 2014, 2015, still 900 plus thousand. This one still can make 900 plus thousand. 2016, 500 plus thousand. Then after that, 2017 came the en bloc fever, blah blah blah. This one, 2017, bought in 2017, made 700 plus thousand. Bought in 2018, made 500 plus thousand. So now 2019, this one just clear SSD. This one haven't even finished building. Already made 500 plus thousand. Okay. So ultimately, all these people eventually, did they allow the market noise to get to them? Hey, during that period of time, I shouldn't have got in. During this period of time, I shouldn't have blah blah blah. And all these that are younger, you need to give them more time to truly reflect their performance, because some of them haven't even fully entered the resale market yet. Because you see this guy, this is a sub sale, this is a sub sale. And okay, this one onwards, this one is a resale already. But so the sub sale hasn't even fully grown yet. But it doesn't mean that all the sub sale will really grow. Maybe it will grow, but it hasn't really grown to that extent where the margins become even wider. But main margins has been done during the developer building phase. And of course, all these are only talking about projects that has been that were in the process of building and still selling by the developer straight. I'm not even talking about the resale side. So just to clarify, okay, that's why I feel it is important for us to ignore the market noise, really look at the fundamentals of the property. If let's say you are planning to look for a place, or you are planning to park your money in somewhere that is a lot more stable and not another crypto bubble here and there that doesn't have very solid fundamentals, then you will have to really know what you're looking for and ignore the market noise. I think that is something that is lacking in a lot of people. And the thing about a lot of people is, I want to buy today and start making 300-400K in 1 year. That is something that is achievable maybe 15 years ago, because that time we do not have so much cooling measure. And thankfully, we have all these cooling measure nowadays, because if we do not have all these, it will still be a very highly speculative market. And I myself wouldn't even be confident to enter the market, because who knows, maybe when the bubble will burst again. And now with all these coding measures, it has become a lot more stable, and hence I think it has instilled a lot of confidence in Singapore, in Singaporeans, and even PRs and even foreigners. And that's why a lot of people is still coming in to this market, despite all the gloom and doom by all these people. And we still got a whole lot of people still looking around for property, stepping up new launches. As long as the new launch is still quite decent kind of launch, I think people will still be chonging in and stepping up. Okay, because those people who understand the dynamics and fundamentals of the market, they know that as long as they know what they want, it's hard to go wrong. Okay, so and the key thing is, how are you going to find all these properties? And as somebody who has researched all these data and have looked through all these data, you know how much of a pain, how many hours I spent to find all these data. Because I had to filter not just by maximum profit, I need to filter by how much are these people even buying in from? Is it really a digestible quantum for the mass market or not? And as such, in a way, as I find all this research, I realize that there's a certain trend that there's a certain pattern that these developments tend to have. And so by identifying all these trends and being able to put my clients in this, I think that is what really makes me, even today, you're telling me, all this interest rate here and there. And even if my client comes to me, hey, how are this one? But I myself, I know it's not because I know I'm trying to assure them for the sake of assuring them. It's because I know for sure that this one is what they are getting into through me is something that is very fundamentally stable. And hence, there's nothing much to worry about. The only thing is maybe our upfront right now is going to be a little bit more because of the interest rate. But like what I mentioned before, I think if you're talking about maybe additional $3,000 per month in terms of interest that you're paying extra, per year you're paying this amount, maybe another 2 more years, $72,000 is a lot, is very painful, right? But when it comes to when your timing is right for exit, or even entry is right, when you got both the entry and the exit right, $72,000 honestly is not much of a problem now. Because you're talking about this kind of profit, $72,000. You think that actually this owner, especially 3 years, do you think he's gonna really bother about $72,000? He's gonna exit extra even with 400,000 plus. He's still gonna be a happy man, right? If you ask me, if I'm the investor myself, I look at this amount and you're telling me my net profit is $400,000. I'm like, fine, take it. Never mind. It's okay. $400,000 for 3 years. I think that's a very good deal already. And because essentially the only thing I need to do is just take a leap of faith, jump down, go and do all the paperwork, put in the money, and then basically shut it off, because there's pretty much nothing I can do on the end other than occasionally to look at maybe refinancing and there. But for BUC is maybe not even, I don't even think that most of them can even refinance because of the all the terms and conditions here and there. But it really depends on your loan now. Okay. So that is what we have for today. I think important thing nowadays with all this market noise is that you need to stay firm on what you're looking for and really know what you're looking for. And if you have trouble trying to find all these good properties that can help you tide over this whole very messy period, then do feel free to drop me a text or give me a call, and I'll definitely try to help, okay, on your property journey lah. Okay, that will be all, and thank you guys. See you. Bye bye.